Hey, where you at, my riders? We riding? Well, I'm with ya, homie. Happy Thursday, June 11th, 2020. I am Coach Bear, Coach Glenn the Bear. This is Road to Happy Destiny, RTHD, Season 4, Episode 13, 73 straight days, 73 straight episodes. Very proud of that. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Let's go ahead and get started with our program by doing the long version of the Serenity Prayer, which I shall read at this time. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever in the next. Amen. All right, we're utilizing tools in this season of RTHD. And today's tool was going to be meditation. Remember, we're taking a break from the steps of a 12-step program. It was going to be meditation, but you know what? The Spirit moved me, and you'll find out why in just a few shakes of a lamb's tail. But today's tool is going to be affirmation. Affirmation. Very important affirmation. At least for me it is, okay? And when I say affirmation, I'm talking about affirmation as well as affirmation that you receive from others or that I receive from others. So, we got to do it. Let's go. Grab your handy dandy into action notebook so that we can dive into action. Get your favorite utensil used for writing purposes and open up to a brand spanking new page. Man, I'm jacked up today. I'm fired up. Hope you are as well. All right. Let's set up our two columns for into action. Our first column is gratitude. Very important. And gratitude is so important that one day that is obviously going to be one of the tools that we discuss. Our second column today is affirmation. Okay? So right now, what are you grateful for? What do you have gratitude for today? And right now, how do you feel affirmation? Or how do you give affirmation to yourself and get affirmation from others? How do you give affirmation as well is another good question. All right, so these are the things you want to go ahead and jot down right now in your handy dandy notebook. And I'm going to get started with my thoughts for today. For gratitude, here's what I'm grateful for, okay? And this is pretty powerful. So this morning I was walking, and I had to walk by myself today. My father had something to take care of. And while I was walking down Veterans, and there was a grass service company that was, doing the lawn in front of a business. And I was walking down the sidewalk, and a young man, probably around 20-ish, 22-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood, was blowing the grass off the sidewalk. And he saw me coming, and he stopped and backed away. And I put a little hand up, and he smiled. And he put a hand up. And as I got closer, I said to him, even though he had earbuds in, I said, "Thank you." He said, "Hey, no problem. You're more than welcome." And I am grateful for that. I mean, it just goes to show you the power of just little things that we can do on a daily basis. I'm not talking about being grateful for what I did in the situation, but how it was brought back to me. And I just really appreciate that. I mean, I thought about it all day. The first thing that I thought when it happened is, that's my gratitude for today. And it's some hours later, and it's still fresh on my mind. So I'm just grateful that things, can be so simple in the world of gratitude, yet so powerful. So I'm grateful for that, but also I'd be remiss if I did not mention this. I had the opportunity today to go to lunch with my mother, Gail, Dr. Gail, and Joy, my aunt/cousin Joy, a.k.a. Pie. And we had a nice lunch, And it was great to spend time with these two ladies who have a wealth of knowledge. We got a chance to talk about RTHD, and it was just so delightful to hear that. And, that was affirmed for me. So that's going to be in part of my affirmation category. That no matter what goes on with RTHD, they see the positive in it, at least for me, right? What it is doing and what it has done for me. So I was grateful to be able to go to lunch with them and talk about things like that, and among other things. But, Joy, a.k.a. Pi, brought up affirmation. And I said, you know what? Hold on, Mujambo. I said this in my head, by the way. I'm going to switch today's tool, today's T squared, if you will, and I will, from meditation to affirmation. And meditation is important, and we'll get to it. A lot of tools to get to coming up in the next episodes. So excited about that. So that's what I'm grateful for today. How about you? Affirmation. Okay, I'll speak for me in this, and obviously you speak for yourself. I need affirmation, and I need self-affirmation. I spent so many years of my adult life beating myself up, right? Giving myself negativity and using negative words towards myself and having negative thoughts about myself. And I need to get rid of all that and give myself positive things, affirmations, and if I could pick out one daily affirmation, each day, that's going to be beneficial for me. I'm telling you, from my experience, you may not believe this, but I've done a lot of beating myself up, okay? Especially over the last few years. But even before that, been my own worst critic, like many of us are. And so I need to realize that it is important for me to have self-affirmation. So that's an important tool out of my toolbox, my toolkit that I've been using and need to remember to continue to use. Getting affirmation from others is beautiful as well. It is a wonderful feeling for me. I would imagine you would feel that also. I got to tell you, sitting down with these two lovely young ladies today at lunch, it was very nice to receive the affirmation that they gave to me for what I am doing in my road to happy destiny. Outside of this show, all the things that I am doing, all the tools that I'm utilizing to try and get myself into a great place, a happy place, where I can be happy, joyous, free. I can be in gratitude. I can be into action with using tools from my toolbox for me as well as for the benefit of others, And the last thing I want to touch on with affirmation, which I find real important, is, you want to receive affirmation from others, you've got to give it. Just like anything in life, at least my opinion is, in order to get it, you got to give it first. So I'm very, very conscientious and always have been, especially as a teacher and as a coach, of giving affirmation to students, to players, because I know how good it makes me feel. So I figure, what? I know they would appreciate that as well. And I try and incorporate that into my daily life each and every single day. Hey, we're about out of time here. Hope you enjoyed the session. Great program, I think. So have a great day. Love you all so much. Peace.